Good. You guys make your point about that. Yeah. Now, United States of America and the people in Africa here are totally different cultures. You guys agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in America, they are mostly English people, and then descendants of abducted Africans that were taken to slavery and others, right? In Africa, you got, like in South Africa, you got Sotho, Zulu, different nations, what we call tribe, and in other African countries, you got also different nation and tribe. Now, America has been an historical enemy of Africa. You guys are aware of that?
Yeah.
America listed President Mandela as a terrorist.
Sure.
And only in 2009 they removed him from the terrorist list. And they listed the ANC, which liberated this country, as terrorists. Because they were fighting to liberate the people. So America has been an historical enemy. And the African American, what they call African Americans, they also face all kinds of inhuman oppression. Like they did medical experiment on them. There's one experiment called the Tuskegee experiment. What happened? So, do you think the African nation are supposed to open their airwaves to all kind of different cultures that have nothing to do with the African people to beam 24/7? Because if you look at the African people now, it's like all they try to become European or American and stuff, right? It's like being African is wrong. So do you think the governments in Africa are supposed to open the airwaves to all kind of foreign content that have nothing to do with the African people here? What's your take on that?
You see, now in Africa, we are in the world, we are becoming one. So in unison, we have to know each other. And to know each other, I need to know what you do, I need to know what he does, and I need to know what he does.
But America doesn't.
Before you do that, you should know yourself.
Exactly.
You know where you come from.
And America doesn't open its airwaves to foreign content. EU doesn't open its airwaves to foreign content.
For all of us to know each other.
Yeah.
First of all, before you can know another person, you also need to know who you are as an individual.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it is not the government's duty for you to know yourself.
Okay.
It's not the government's duty for everyone to know
No, it's the government duty. Let me explain to you what. The government has a cultural policy for the country. It has an economic policy. It has an information policy. The government has policies that is laid down.
I like the word
and in that policy, it says it's going to promote values and cultures of the country. You understand?
It's a policy.
And stuff.
I love the word policy.
Now, when the government open its borders to content from nations that have historically been an enemy of the people of Africa, right? And those countries have acquired a lot of wealth and privilege in Africa, you understand? And they are working to maintain that. Like example, everything in Africa is owned by the Europeans still. Land, natural resources, economy. Now, when are you gonna get the African people to own those things? Because they don't want to leave that go. Now, if you open your borders to content like gangster rap, which wastes time, the youth don't think. The youth thinks weeds, sleeping around. When are the youth gonna take back the country, the economy, the resources and lead?
It means gangster rap is not saying you should do that.
It distracts. Basically, it says that because people do.